101 signing on for the Pisces Sun Sign Tarot reading for the month of July 2024. I trust you're doing well out there, Pisces. If you're new to the channel, thank you for joining me. This is an astrology and tarot YouTube channel where we talk all about the astrology and the transits, the planets of themselves. And we also have monthly tarot readings for all of the sun signs. So I do the readings as follows. I have 2 tarot decks, and today in this month's sun sign tarot readings, I'm going to be incorporating a astrology card. So either a planet, a house, or a sign is going to come through, or maybe 2 or 3. Who knows what you may need to hear today. We'll just take what comes through for you. And I have 4 cards representing each week of the month of July, with the first tarot deck, and then the second tarot deck I get another confirmation card to give us more body, a rounder picture of what has been brought forward for you in the first tarot card. So 4 weeks of the month and represented by 2 cards, and what you may be experiencing or what is coming forward for you, Pisces, in the month of July. So again, welcome, and let's select an astrology card. So let's just have a see what planet, sign, or house is coming through for you that may be important for the month of July 2024, Pisces. Can you believe we're in July already? Okay, so wow, Pisces, your cards come out. It's Neptune. Neptune is your ruling planet. And through Hellenistic teachings, the Hellenistic astrology teachings, Jupiter is also your ruling planet. So you have 2 planets that influence your sun sign. And it's pretty cool to have 2 planets representing you. Yeah, Pisces? Or is it overwhelming? Especially when you're tracking planetary transits. This month on the 2nd of July, you have your ruling planet Neptune going into a retrograde until I think it's the middle or the beginning of December 2024. So that's really going to be quite important for you as a Pisces, your ruling planet going into a retrograde, and your other planet being Jupiter is currently transiting in the sign of Gemini. And Jupiter's in detriment in Gemini because it's ruled by Mercury, and Jupiter and Mercury are very different planets. They don't see eye to eye when it comes to their vision, how they process abundance, and they also both are in conflict with let's look towards the goals, let's look towards the big future, create order out of chaos, being Jupiter. And Mercury's like, no, let's tear shit up. Let's have a look, at all of the details, options, and diversity, which could frustrate you as a Pisces, being Jupiter ruled. Now, Jupiter currently transiting in Gemini for you, Pisces, is your 4th house, and your 4th house topics are home, family, real estate and property concerns, parents, parenting, your sense of sanctuary, where you call home, or what you would like to be your ideal home, and a lot to do with like negotiations, contracts, and deals connected to those 4th house topics. So Neptune coming out as your planet for the month of July, and now is going into a retrograde until December this year, is going to be significant for you, Pisces. Now, Neptune is all about creatively developing reality out of dreams and the unconscious, understanding what works and what doesn't work in the reality and the romanticism of a situation, all connected to those fourth house topics for you when your ruling planet is transiting in that house. Now, Jupiter transits there for you, Pisces, until I think it's the 25th of May, maybe, 2024. I didn't sound real certain there, sorry. That's very Neptunian, but I think it's about that day, because Jupiter went into Pisces, Jupiter went into Mercury, Gemini, 25th of May, and it's a year transit. So yeah, 25th of May 2025. That's when Jupiter will end its transit through your fourth house and then go into your fifth house, which trines Pisces, which is really more favorable for you. So not anything you can't handle, Pisces, but it's important information for you, especially when your planet has shown up as a influence on you in the month of July 2024, because that Neptune is in your first house, retrograding, co-present with Saturn also retrograding in Pisces, which represents you squaring that fourth house. So this is all about taking your time, just identifying what works for you, what doesn't, regarding those fourth house topics. So Neptune as your planet astrology card for the month. You do you. Trust your intuition and your psychic side, because you are quite psychic, and we all are really, but you more so because you have a lot of water as a Pisces in your chart, and you are very aware of how your emotions fluctuate and change. But because your ruling planet Neptune is retrograding, you may be less prone to change. You may be holding a line connected to the fourth house topic. So that's your astrology planet card for the month of July, Pisces. Okay, that was a bit long-winded, but necessary. So let's get into the tarot. So let's see. Thank you for Pisces. What is coming through for Pisces? So the first week, Pisces, you've got the Three of Pentacles in July. The second week, you've got the Major Arcana card of the Tower. Third week, please, for Pisces. So just let them come through, and then the other tarot deck will come through, and then I pull the reading together for you. So stay tuned. Okay, third week for Pisces, please. Third week for Pisces. Third week for Pisces. Seven of Swords. Fourth week for Pisces, moving out of July into August. Fourth week of July for Pisces. Fourth week of July for Pisces. Okay. One, thank you. One for Pisces. Beautiful. Queen of Swords. Fourth week of July. Okay, let's have a look at the second tarot, and let's then sit with this and see what's coming through Pisces. Three of Pentacles with the Major Arcana card of Death. The second week, Major Arcana Tower for Pisces. Always remember free will and agency, Pisces, when you are listening to a general divinatory reading. It either lands or it doesn't. It's just like, yeah, I'm connecting with this, and if you're not, that's okay. Not a problem at all. Just go with the relevancy in your experience now. Second week, sorry. The Tower, Major Arcana Towers with the Five of Swords. third week, Seven of Swords is with the Knight of Wands. And the fourth week, thank you, Queen of Swords is with the Queen of Wands. Okay, Pisces, let's go. First week of July, the Three of Pentacles with Major Arcana card Death. There may be people or support systems around you with your employment or your local environment that have been a constant. They've been reliable. It's possibly a group around you in your environment, or again your workplace, finances that have always been, you know, like a mutual agreement with you and others, the support and even give and take, if you will, of an exchange of energy and resources, something that's always been pretty dependable, is with the Death card in the first week of July. Pisces, you may be ready to detach from financial resources or support, quite simply because the Death card welcomes a change, and the change is because you no longer feel the support is necessary. You don't want to really commit to a resource from work or an environment that is around you. And the reason I say you don't want to commit is because it's like it's lost its potency in your life as relevant in regards to being supported by tangible things, again, resources and a work situation. And again, that environment is important to you, whatever environment you're in. You just may be ready to go, I really don't need the support. So this is a very independent decision that you're making in the first week of July to detach from an attachment. It's run its course. The second week you have the Major Arcana card with the Five of Swords. Major Arcana Tower with the Five of Swords. So your Major Arcana card, Tower, it's like a shocking change, unpredictable, necessary. And the reason I say unpredictable is because the Tower represents something we don't see coming. It's out of the blue. It's not something we can predict. It just happens on a dime. And it's with the Five of Swords, which is victory. It's like a decision has been made that is victorious, but the collateral damage in regards to it being mentally overwhelming or cutting away communication with certain people could be weighing on you and possibly troubling you. It's like a hollow victory because it's been such a long battle, and someone or people have been battling you, or you've been battling yourself for some times. And when this big change comes in or occurs, it's like, yay, it's happened, but the victory seems almost exhausting once this Tower moment happens for you, Pisces, in the second week. The third week we have the Seven of Swords with the Knight of Wands. The Seven of Swords is about re-strategizing, being diplomatic, because you need to be. It may be against who you really are, but necessary at the moment, because there's something that you may have to go along with in regards to communication, literally moving or strategizing behind the scenes and not disclosing it to anyone. It's being very secretive and keeping your cards close to your chest, Pisces. And with the Knight of Wands, it's re-strategizing, keeping your cards close to your chest, being diplomatic, being very cunning, if you will, about a new employment situation or you wanting to travel or relocate. So this is like being in a particular environment, but you are putting all the pieces in place behind the scenes to get out of there with an employment situation or, again, a home environment. So, yeah, wow. Interesting dynamics there in the third week, Pisces. And then we end the month of July, moving into the month of August with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. This is like two very powerful people coming together, Pisces, you and another person, nutting things out on how to instigate more optimism in your experience or an experience with someone, building a business together, collaborating with someone. And this looks as if it's all about being more independent. The Queen of Swords is a card that represents someone that is sharp, a quick thinker, very intelligent. I call the Queen of Swords the no bullshit queen. She's the one you want when a decision needs to be made and has clarity about legal aspects, has clarity about how to talk the talk and walk the walk. Very adept at sifting through what's real and what's not. And with the Queen of Wands, you've got the Queen of Wands who's capable of everything all at once. She is an all-rounder, but she's very business and very passionate-minded and has the character of, yeah, I encourage you to do it and be very independent while you're doing it. So at the end of the month, you've got two people coming together that are absolutely both online. Fire and air really do match up nicely with the elements of let's get shaking, let's get moving. It's time for us to move in a different direction. Let's work together. So this looks as if, Pisces, you're working with someone and collaborating with someone on developing more independence and creating more passion and possibly an entrepreneurial pursuit or a business pursuit with this Queen of Swords. Oh, wow. Okay. So let's tie this in for you, Pisces, for the month of July. So we've looked at the individual weeks. Now let's tie this all in together psychically. What do I see for you, Pisces? Out with the old and in with the new. What has always been can no longer sustain. And this is where you are now aware that it's time to initiate a plan. And because if this plan is about new employment, relocation, you're anchored or committed to someone already, an employment situation or an environment where you live. And it's like you have to have your smarts about you, not being distracted on people pleasing, overcompensating. Neptune retrograding for you, Pisces, for the month of July is asking you to just go with your psychic gut instincts, trust you. And I think you're doing that. I think you're doing it quite organically. And the reason I say that is because this looks like a timely change. And you're certainly done with a feeling of being drowned by too many people in your environment or an employment situation you're connected to. It's like you need the freedom and you're actuating and basically putting pen to paper and nutting out and navigating pretty direct paths forward on how you can accomplish to get out of a situation that you're connected to with real estate and property concerns, home and or work and employment. This could also represent you taking on working from home as well, to be more independent and understanding how you can make that a reality. So you're not going to the office every day or overcompensating and putting so much energy into work. That really doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. This also may be you just understanding that you're a level up from where you are in an environment or a work situation. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's not egoic. That's just knowing that you're being dragged down and it's time and you're making the break. The only thing that I would say, Pisces, is that second week of July with the Tower and the Five of Swords is watch your mental health and be kind to yourself, because it feels as if this change or abrupt change that's coming, or you that's making this abrupt change, is going to weigh on you. It's going to weigh on your head. So just be aware. And you have a lot of swords going on here. You've got the Five of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. And that's a lot of mental activity. So your mental landscape is activated here. And I'm actually glad Neptune showed up, which will possibly help you navigate through tricky situations or decision making a lot easier for you. So yeah, looks as if it's very final. You're done. You're out of here. It's time for something new for you, indeed. And look, we all need that change, and I just think that this is an overdue change, and you're ready to accept your truth now and trust yourself that you can be more independent, work from home, hold a home situation down just fine by yourself, or even establish new work from home. So that's your reading for the month of July 2024, Pisces. I hope this hits or lands for you or gives you some sort of guidance. If you feel uncertain, this might be the month where you basically listen to the reading and go, yeah, I can do this. I'm done. I'm out of here. And the cards are encouraging, yet not without a lot of mental disturbance along the way. So nothing you can't handle. Just know that you might need a little bit more self-care and not turn on the TV, not listen to podcasts. Don't overwhelm yourself with too much noise and distraction. You want to quiet the nervous system, settle the brain down, if you will, so you can digest and be more present with making clear decisions moving forward for yourself. But I do think you have a Queen of Swords around you that will help you navigate that tricky energy. However, it just seems like there's a lot of mental processing going on in the month of July for you. And I will point out, Pisces, there is 4 elements in the tarot. We've got fire, swords, so the element of fire connected to wands, the element of air connected to swords, the element of earth connected to pentacles. And in this reading, interestingly enough, as a Pisces, being a water element, you have no water in this reading in the month of July. So when I say that there's no water, which means there's no, your element isn't present, this is you getting a job done and seeing a plan through and actually taking affirmative action and leaving the emotion behind because it's necessary. So whatever you're trying to accomplish here, it's necessary for you to not overwhelm yourself with too much feeling or emotion. And sometimes we may need that, because it's like if we are so concerned or overcompensating and too emotionally connected to others, or whatever we're anchored to in regards to resources or work situation that support us or an environment, it's harder to detach and leave. So you might be just very aware that I've got to just do this. I cannot let emotions and feelings get involved here, because they anchor me and they weigh me down, and I lose myself and my own authenticity. I lose me. I need to be my own advocate. I need to be my own ambassador. And in the month of July 2024, I see you doing just that, but not without the support of a very, very helpful person in your life. So there we go, Pisces. Have a fabulous month of July. If you like astrology, I upload rising sign astrology reports for everyone. And if you know your rising sign, go ahead and check that out for the month of July as well, which has already been uploaded. Take care, Pisces. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.